This is my ZZ plant and I have had it for a whole year now. So I thought it would be a good time to break down what I've done to keep it healthy. As you can see, there's some new shoots coming up, and also just what I've learned from styling this plant and taking care of it that might help you if you want to get a similar plant in your own home. So the first thing you might notice about this ZZ plant that's different from most ZZ plants is it's quite tall. This is 5 feet of height. Most ZZ plants are only going to reach around 3 feet of height. And the way that this ended up happening is that it was growing some shoots, just like this new one that you see here. And these shoots will come up quite high, like 5 feet or so, and then they break. They just can't handle their own weight, and then they just sort of fall down like this. And so if you don't do anything about it, you're just gonna have the plant sprawling everywhere. So I think a lot of people would cut them. I just didn't want to cut them. So instead what I did is I bought some bamboo supports on Amazon. I think I bought a huge pack for like $15. And then I just tie these really long branches to the bamboo. You can see little ties right over here. And just tying it up helps give it the support so that the plant appears vertical instead of flopping all over the place. I have since noticed that hotels and retail buildings really don't do this, right? And I can see why. It does look a little unstructured, and possibly it looks unnatural. Really depends on your taste. So you can let me know in the comments what you think. But what I think most places do, what I've observed most places do, is they get a really tall pot. Maybe it comes up to here. So it's gonna be like a 3 foot tall pot. And then in the bottom of the pot, you actually can just leave nothing. You can have it just be a simple platform. You can even get like a little platform on Amazon that lifts up the little nursery pot. And then inside you'd have a little nursery pot with the actual plant itself. And then you, on top of that, would have the ZZ plant. And the plant's like a 3 foot tall plant. So it would be about here. And that's how you get height. But you're gonna have the whole mass of the plant up here. And then down here is just gonna be a very tall pot. So that's what to do if you want height and you don't like this look that I have going on. But it's up to your taste and preference. In the future, I may actually change it, but it's really not a priority. I don't really mind this look. Looks a little bit more wild maybe, but I still think it's cool. This is a blue mat globe. I made a separate video about this. It's basically a backup water source for the plant. It probably doesn't need it, but it was something that I was researching early on when I was setting up my plants and I thought would be nice to have. This is a pot from Home Depot, and I think it was like a $20 pot. It really wasn't much. And I don't know, I think, the day that I went to go get this plant set up, I just picked the best looking one that I saw at the store. Down here I've got a saucer, and I wrote down the name of it so that I don't forget on the video. It is called a Euphona plant saucer. I'll give you a close-up shot of that. So it's a Euphona plant saucer. It's somewhere around $20 on Amazon. And then below that, you'll see I have a wood caddy. It's called the Idzo 14-inch acacia wood rolling plant caddy. And all of my plant caddies are 14 inches because if a plant is big enough and heavy enough to need a plant caddy, then I probably want a big one, right, to really hold that plant. So anyway, I think 14 inches is the biggest plant caddy that they make. This is super useful because you'll see here, I can roll the plant around without any serious effort. So if I need to vacuum around it, that's easy. If I need to position it in a different spot in my room, which I have done before, that's easy. And if I just wanna rotate the plant so that the leaves over here are able to catch some sunlight, that's easy to do as well. So this is just an awesome accessory to get for your plants. I suppose you could actually get a smaller size, then maybe it's a little more discreet. Anyway, up to you. Let's see, what else? To plant this plant, I think I got some soil mix from Home Depot. You can double check with ChatGPT what soil mix to get for this plant. I think this might have been a tropical plant. So it's probably got a mix of perlite and soil mix. But on soil mixes, they'll show you what plants they're suitable for. And if you're ever not sure what soil mix you should use, just ask AI and it'll suggest. But anyway, there's that. And then I think there's extra perlite probably at the bottom. I actually just got my instructions straight from ChatGPT on how to pot this thing, like the types of soil to use. And then down here at the bottom, I have some lava rocks. It's really important with a plant. I didn't know this until I was trying again with plants. Like I tried in my early 20s to have some plants and I think they didn't do too well. But now I'm basically in phase 2 of my life with plants, and I learned drainage is everything with plants. They need to be watered thoroughly, but then the water needs to have a way of gathering down here. So there is a hole in this pot, and at most pots at Home Depot, they're going to have holes. And the water, the excess water comes out of the drainage hole and it goes into a saucer. You want to have inside your saucer some kind of rock. I like the lava rock because it's very discreet and just kind of goes away. And you can see it matches that saucer, right? So I have the lava rock there. The excess water pools in there. And then I thought I brought out my little gardening supplies. Basically, yeah, let me show you. You really just need two supplies for taking care of your plant. Obviously, you need a watering cup like this, which makes it really easy to pour water into your pot and to get it into different parts of the soil. So this is around $10, $15 on Amazon. And then you also need a syringe, in my opinion. This is so valuable because if you overwater it, then it's really useful to be able to stick this in and then just pull that out and be able to pull out all the excess water. Over time, you might learn about how much water to put in so that you don't get serious flooding. Once in a while, it will spill out because I overwatered it. But this will save you so much time compared to trying to, get a little towel and trying to mop up the excess water with a towel. Like that's just not efficient at all. This is like $10 and it'll save you so much time if you ever overwater. Those are honestly the only 2 tools that you need. This plant grows really well without any special fertilizer. I don't think I've ever used fertilizer in this plant. And like I said, it's been growing just fine for over a year. I think that's what I have to share about ZZ plant. I would just say it's been one of the easiest plants, one of the fastest growing plants. The other plant that has been really good and easy for me is this snake plant over here, which is super tall despite having a very narrow pot. So I would just say those 2 have been the easiest. Monstera has been probably the hardest. And you know what? Another good one for me has also been this, what is it called? I don't know why my brain is failing me this morning. This bird of paradise plant. It's been really fast grower and really easy to take care of. So yeah, in other videos, I'll be sharing some of my other plants and giving you tips. But this is definitely one to consider for your home. Very green, very low maintenance, and a happy grower for sure.